Welcome to Coming Out of the Dark podcast, a podcast like none other, where women are empowered, encouraged, and uplifted to be the best version of themselves. Get ready to come from darkness into light with a passion to fulfill purpose. Here is your host, Miss Lady O.
Hello. Thank you for listening to another episode of Coming Out of the Dark. I am your host, Lady O. If you're tuning in for the first time, I want to share that this platform is in celebration of the life and memory of my beautiful sister, Glennis Marie Boyce. She is the inspiration for this platform. All that I do is in celebration of her life, and what she means to me. I would also like to share that I am not a doctor or a therapist, but I am a certified empowerment coach who is committed to supporting women who are ready to break the cycle of self-sabotaging beliefs so they can build healthy relationships, own their identity, and confidently achieve their desired goals. It's my life's purpose to encourage, empower, and uplift, and I'm honored to do this on this platform. Are you ready for another amazing week ahead? I know you're saying, Lady O, how do you know this is going to be an amazing week? Why are you so optimistic? Well, let me tell you, I am for sure not going to say, get ready for a horrible week ahead. Who would do that? I don't know what this week has in store, but I am choosing to declare an abundance this week. I'm choosing to believe God will answer my prayers and bring calm to my heart, mind, and environment. With this mindset, listen, guys, I am sure to crush it this week. So let me ask you again. Are you ready to crush it this week? I hope your response is yes, I am ready to crush it this week, and let's go get it. So since you said yes, I want to ask you, what's next? What's next in your business? What's next with your family? What's next in love? What's next in your relationships? What's next for you? What's next in your healing? Do you have an answer? Now, some of you probably do have an answer, while others began to feel this feeling of anxiousness. Your emotions started to rise. Thoughts are circling your mind. Thoughts like, do I have a plan? Am I good enough? Am I lazy? Am I being compared? Am I measuring up? What do I need to do? And the thoughts keep going and going. If you felt the pressure of my question, what's next? I don't blame you, because it can appear to be a pressing question based on where you are along your mental and emotional journey. I think we get so caught up thinking about what's next that we don't focus on what's now. You're doing a good job managing your day-to-day, but you can't appreciate it because you're wondering about what's next. You established a business plan, working the plan each day, but you don't see your progress because you're focused on what's next. You managed to get out of an abusive relationship. You've started along your journey in healing, but you don't see your progress because you're focused on what's next. You're in debt and about to lose everything. However, an opportunity comes along that can potentially be the answer to your problems. But because there is a waiting period, just that a waiting period, just for you to receive that yes, you immediately begin to shift into worrying. And then you begin to lose hope and faith in God. All of this because you begin to think about what's next. You're an entrepreneur building your business. You have yet to see the opportunities and manifestation of the seed sown. But then you begin to lose hope, become anxious, then ask, what's next? In the scenarios that I mentioned, what's next is a want when we're unclear of our now. Focusing on what's next isn't a horrible thing to do, because forecasting for your future and setting a vision for your life and your business is healthy. However, what I'm talking about is when you're in the process of fulfilling that dream, fulfilling that desire or goal, and then all of a sudden, you're met with a roadblock. The roadblocks don't necessarily mean you abort the mission or task and skip to the next level or skip to the next step. Because sometimes that's what we want to do, because we want to avoid what's going on right now. So we want to shove it under the rug. We want to shove it in the backdrop of our minds and just say, you know what, I'm not going to deal with that right now. Let me just go to the next step. And I want to tell you, doing that can just be really a big mistake. It's possible that roadblocks, they're there to teach you something that is crucial in surviving the step that you're currently on, and that you will benefit as you move along to the next in your life. It's possible the step that you're having difficulty with, it is showing you how you manage finances, how you deal with people. It shines a light on your decision making. It helps you to evaluate your mindset. It's how you are in relationships. You're able to reflect and analyze and see, am I the healthy individual in relationships? It's possible that you're able to address the painful experiences that you've been through, the traumas, self-sabotaging thoughts. You even get a chance to ask yourself, I know I want someone to love me, but am I loving myself? And then you have an opportunity to define what you really want in life. When you skip lessons like the ones I mentioned, you will only repeat it in the step. I believe God loves us so much that He allows these painful, challenging, and difficult moments to happen in our lives to enhance our knowledge, increase our wisdom, elevate our belief in Him, so we can confidently achieve the life He desires for us. I would like to encourage you to evaluate what you have now before going after or asking for what's next. Ask yourself, did I contemplate everything? Did I maximize all the resources provided? Is there a waiting period? And if so, what am I to do in the waiting? There are so many questions one can ask, but the important thing to do is ask the questions. Don't get tripped up in winning the race. That's so easy to do because we can easily get sucked into the fast pace of the world. Don't fall prey to the anxious feelings and emotions. If you're feeling anxious, that is definitely a reason for you to pause and don't make any decisions. Just allow that anxious feeling to subside because it eventually will. Just let it go. Don't make any decisions because I'm quite sure if you make a decision in that emotion, it will be a decision that you will regret because it's going to be a decision that's not based on a need. It's going to be based on a want. And you're going to just be very anxious to apply a remedy to something that you have not really researched what the problem is. I know I'm saying all of this and it might sound easy flowing from my lips, but it's not. I too go through this process because we are all human and we do go through this process of feeling a level of anxiousness and a level of wondering what is next. But when that next is not happening, and that's when you need to pause and just say, okay, let me look at what I have now. What's in my hands right now? I did this and I did that, but maybe there's another perspective in the way that you're handling a situation that you really need to evaluate. I know it's difficult to pause when you're banking on a certain outcome. To this, I would say, rehearsing the scenarios in your mind to cause greater worry will not get you the help or answers you need. It's not going to manifest what you want by constantly rehearsing the thoughts and the emotions and your wants in your head. Big problems, big concerns need a big God. What do I mean by that? You need to surrender how you're feeling, pray, listen, and trust. For me, this is the only answer to silence the raging emotions so that my God confidence can be elevated. Who knows? Just perhaps that's the purpose behind the situation or circumstance that you're going through. Today, let's partner in focusing on our now. utilizing what we have, diligently plowing and discovering our resources, sharpening our talents, learning the lessons, and being sensitive to know when it's time to go to our next. I am Lady O. I am your empowerment coach committed to supporting you along your journey. I welcome your feedback and look forward to interacting with you on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Now, I'm extending a special invitation to you. I want you to be a part of a movement called Women Unleashed. Women Unleashed is a revolution of women who are committed to claim it, own it, and be it in achieving God's best for our lives. Now, we meet every Friday on Clubhouse at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And you can find the link in my bio on all social media platforms. And if you don't want to do that, you can go to Clubhouse and search Women Unleashed to join the club. I so enjoyed this conversation. And if I leave you with nothing else, I want to leave you with focus on your now so that you can get to your next. Allow that to be the thought that you ponder as you go about your day and the days ahead. And remember, each one support one. So go to your sister, your friend, your co-worker, and share with them, listen, I know that you want to travel, you want to get to your next, but what are you doing right now to maximize on all of the gifts, the talents, and the opportunities that you have today so that the floodgates can open for your next? You don't have to pry the doors open. You don't have to force your way through. Trust and know, when you've done all the work on the step that you're currently on, God will open the doors for you. He's happy to do it. So, until next time, I want you to be intentional about your week, and let's meet again here next week on Monday for another episode. You know what I always say? I want you to have an amazing week on purpose.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode. Please subscribe to this podcast and like, share, and follow on Facebook and Instagram. Until next time, be well, be safe, and be kind to yourself.